Have you ever looked back on your life and wondered if there's something more meaningful, something you could have done differently to feel more at peace, connected, or fulfilled as you grow older? If so, this video is for you. We're going to dive deep into 3 things you should never say and 3 things you should never do as you move through the later stages of life. These simple yet powerful insights can help you avoid unnecessary regret, cultivate deeper wisdom, and create a life of greater peace and purpose. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable steps to bring clarity and intention to your journey, helping you build a foundation of strength and joy for the years ahead. So, stay tuned and let's explore what truly matters in life as we age. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. First, 3 things not to say. 1. Shouldn't speak of others' weaknesses. It is said that one should never speak of the weaknesses or shortcomings of others. This wisdom, often passed down through generations, carries profound truth. Refraining from pointing out others' flaws, blaming them for their mistakes, or dwelling on their faults is not only an act of kindness but also a reflection of inner strength and grace. By choosing this path, we cultivate our virtues, protect the dignity of others, and avoid sowing seeds of discord or bringing unnecessary misfortune upon ourselves. This principle goes beyond politeness. It's a cornerstone of living a harmonious and fulfilling life. Words, after all, hold immense power. They can shape perceptions, build bridges, or burn them down in an instant. When we speak without considering the impact of our words, we risk creating harm that can last a lifetime. Conversely, when we exercise restraint and choose our words wisely, we foster peace within ourselves and in our relationships with others. None of us are perfect. Regardless of how intelligent, successful, or accomplished someone may appear, we are all fallible. Mistakes, shortcomings, and moments of weakness are part of the shared human experience. They remind us of our vulnerability and our growth potential. Acknowledging this universal truth should inspire compassion rather than judgment. The people around us, whether they are family, friends, colleagues, or strangers, are navigating their paths, filled with challenges, triumphs, and lessons. It's crucial to remember that everyone possesses an inherent sense of self-worth and dignity. When we choose to criticize others harshly, especially during moments of vulnerability, we risk inflicting deep emotional wounds. Words spoken carelessly can damage relationships, create resentment, and leave scars that may never fully heal. Wise individuals understand this. They recognize that pointing out another person's flaws in a public or humiliating manner accomplishes little and often does more harm than good. Instead, they seek to understand and empathize. They approach situations with sensitivity and tact, offering guidance or constructive criticism only when the moment is right and in a manner that preserves the other person's dignity. True wisdom lies in knowing how to help others grow without diminishing their sense of self-worth. Feedback, when delivered with empathy and respect, becomes a tool for mutual growth. It fosters trust, strengthens relationships, and inspires change without causing harm. On the other hand, harsh criticism can lead to feelings of inadequacy, defensiveness, or shame, which may hinder personal growth and create distance between people. Choosing not to dwell on or speak of others' weaknesses is also a reflection of self-discipline and emotional maturity. It's a way of nurturing positivity and creating a more uplifting environment for everyone around you. When people feel safe from judgment, they are more likely to open up, share their thoughts, and trust those around them. This sense of safety and mutual respect forms the foundation of meaningful and lasting relationships. Moreover, our words have the potential to shape the energy we bring into the world. In a society often filled with negativity, gossip, and criticism, we have the opportunity to be beacons of light and encouragement. By focusing on kindness, understanding, and constructive support, we not only uplift those around us but also enrich our own lives. Let us never forget the immeasurable power of words. A single kind word can heal a wounded spirit. A thoughtful piece of advice, offered with love, can spark transformation and inspire someone to reach new heights. Encouragement can be the catalyst for growth, while harsh words can stifle potential and breed animosity. So, choose your words carefully. Speak less of others' faults and more of their strengths. Celebrate their victories, encourage their efforts, and be a source of positivity and hope. This approach is not only a reflection of wisdom but also the key to building relationships that are filled with love, trust, and mutual respect. In the end, the choice to avoid speaking of others' weaknesses is as much about protecting their dignity as it is about cultivating your peace of mind and soul. By doing so, you contribute to a world that is kinder, more understanding, and infinitely more beautiful. 2. Don't brag about yourself. In times past, it was widely understood that receiving praise from others was a mark of genuine accomplishment. People respected and admired those whose merits were recognized by the community or peers. However, when someone boasted about their achievements, it was often dismissed as arrogance or an inflated sense of self-importance. This timeless lesson resonates deeply across all stages of life and in every culture. Self-promotion rarely enhances your value in the eyes of others. On the contrary, it can diminish your reputation and create distance between you and those around you. The ancient philosopher Lao Tzu encapsulated this wisdom beautifully when he said, "Those who do not think themselves to be right are wise. Those who don't boast have their merits recognized, and those who are not arrogant see their endeavors prosper." These words highlight the enduring importance of humility, not just as a moral principle, but as a foundation for personal and professional growth. Humility enables us to remain open to learning, build meaningful relationships, and earn respect without the need for loud declarations. When you refrain from boasting, your true worth shines through your actions, your demeanor, and the impact you have on others. Genuine greatness does not need to be announced. It speaks for itself. Think about the most accomplished individuals you admire. Those who excel in their fields, possess remarkable skills, or have achieved extraordinary success. More often than not, they exude quiet confidence, letting their work and results do the talking. They don't need to shout about their success because it's evident in everything they do. Confidence that is rooted in humility is unmistakable. It doesn't rely on loud words or self-promotion. Instead, it is displayed in how you navigate challenges, treat others, and carry yourself through both triumphs and setbacks. This kind of confidence inspires respect and admiration naturally, without the need for validation. Humble people command attention and earn the loyalty of others because they focus on the value they bring rather than the recognition they receive. In contrast, constant boasting often alienates others. When someone frequently talks about their achievements, it can make those around them feel uncomfortable or even resentful. Over time, people may start to avoid such individuals, dismiss their opinions, or hesitate to collaborate with them. This kind of behavior doesn't just harm personal relationships. It can also create barriers to professional opportunities, as others may perceive the boaster as self-absorbed or overly competitive. Additionally, boasting places an unnecessary burden on the individual. When you repeatedly elevate yourself in conversation, you set a high bar for your future performance. The pressure to maintain that image of perfection can become exhausting, leading to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. Instead of fostering confidence, this cycle of self-promotion can leave you feeling trapped by the expectations you've created for yourself. The truth is, if you're truly talented, successful, or accomplished, there's no need to announce it to the world. Your actions, results, and the respect you earn from others will naturally tell your story. Letting your achievements speak for themselves not only builds credibility but also creates a lasting impression on those around you. Authentic success is recognized without the need for excessive talk or self-promotion. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. When you allow your work to shine on its own, you inspire others to strive for excellence without resorting to comparison or self-aggrandizement. Humility doesn't mean you should downplay your accomplishments or hide your strengths. It simply means that you trust your efforts and outcomes to stand on their merit. True greatness is quiet yet powerful, unassuming yet deeply respected. It's a quality that leaves a profound impact, long after the words have faded. 3. Don't say meaningless or worthless things. One essential principle in life is to avoid saying meaningless or worthless things. This wisdom is beautifully captured in an ancient story that illustrates the profound impact of thoughtful communication. One day, a curious disciple approached his teacher and posed a question. Is it better to talk more or less? Instead of offering a direct answer, the teacher responded with a tale that carried a deep lesson. The frog croaks incessantly, day and night, the teacher began. Its mouth grows dry, and its insides turn bitter from the constant effort. Yet, who finds joy in its croaking? It is ignored, a background noise that people avoid. On the other hand, the bird sings just 3 times each morning, and its melody is met with appreciation. People listen, grateful for the gentle wake-up call it provides. This story underscores a timeless truth. Words have value only when spoken at the right time, in the right way, and with genuine meaning. Engaging in meaningless chatter not only wastes precious time but can also make others uncomfortable and diminish the speaker's credibility. In today's world, brimming with constant noise and distractions, the importance of silence and meaningful dialogue cannot be overstated. Wise individuals understand that their worth is not measured by the quantity of their words but by their depth and impact. They choose their words carefully, speaking less but with purpose. Such deliberate communication inspires, motivates, and builds trust. It fosters meaningful connections and ensures that their words leave a lasting positive impression. Conversely, those who talk incessantly without substance often fail to make a meaningful impact. Long-winded conversations, filled with aimless chatter, can bore and alienate listeners. When words lose their significance, they can come across as hollow, diminishing the speaker's credibility. Over time, excessive talking erodes influence, and such individuals may be dismissed as lacking depth or substance. Mastering the art of speaking less and speaking well is a vital skill for both personal and professional relationships. It reflects emotional intelligence and respect for others' time and attention. Before speaking, ask yourself, do my words add value? Are they necessary, or are they merely noise? Being mindful of your words ensures that each one has purpose and meaning. Equally important is knowing when to remain silent. Silence, though often underrated, creates space for reflection, observation, and understanding. By refraining from unnecessary words, you open the door to listening and learning from others. This thoughtful silence enhances the weight and significance of your contributions when you do choose to speak. Words have immense power. They can uplift or diminish, heal or hurt. When used wisely, words inspire, motivate, and forge deep connections. Conversely, empty words leave no lasting impression, dissipating like the wind without purpose. Choose your words carefully. Speak less, but when you do, let your words carry meaning, intention, and depth. In doing so, you will leave a profound and positive impact on those who hear you. The danger of comparison. Another vital principle to live by is this: avoid comparing yourself to others. This is not just simple advice but an undeniable truth that affects every aspect of life. Constant comparison is a surefire path to personal frustration and unhappiness. When you measure your worth against someone else's achievements, possessions, or circumstances, you only set yourself up for feelings of inadequacy, envy, and disappointment. This is especially harmful when you compare yourself to individuals whose lives, abilities, or opportunities differ greatly from your own. Such comparisons often lead to discouragement and rob you of the ability to appreciate your unique journey. Every life is a distinct path, shaped by different experiences, challenges, and blessings. Some are born into privilege and wealth, while others must persevere through hardships to achieve their goals. These differences make each journey incomparable. When you focus on what others have, you lose sight of your growth, potential, and blessings. Rather than competing with others, redirect your energy toward valuing what you have, no matter how modest it may seem. If comparison is inevitable, make it productive. Compare yourself not to others but to the person you were yesterday. Reflect and ask, have I made progress? Have I learned something new? How have I improved my life today? This approach encourages growth and fosters a sense of personal fulfillment. Remember, your true worth lies in your unique journey and the progress you make along the way. Embrace your path with gratitude, focusing on becoming the best version of yourself rather than chasing someone else's success. 1. That fosters self-improvement, growth, and fulfillment. One of the most profound ways to foster self-improvement, growth, and fulfillment is by shifting your focus inward rather than outward. By doing so, you gain the ability to truly recognize and appreciate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. This self-awareness not only motivates you to keep moving forward, but also instills a deeper sense of purpose as you navigate through life's challenges. It's essential to remember that each person is on a unique journey, with their own set of goals, timelines, and obstacles. Comparing your path to someone else's is not only unproductive but also a disservice to the authenticity of your own experience. Constantly measuring yourself against others robs you of the opportunity to live fully in the present moment. Life is not a race to some arbitrary finish line. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery, personal growth, and embracing the beauty of your journey. Instead of wasting precious energy on comparisons, redirect that energy toward enhancing your own life. Invest in yourself by learning new skills, setting meaningful goals, and working diligently to achieve them. Prioritize your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, as these are the foundations of true happiness. The time and effort you spend nurturing your growth and value will yield rewards far greater than the fleeting satisfaction derived from comparing yourself to others. At the heart of it all, comparing yourself to others serves no constructive purpose. It adds unnecessary pressure and creates feelings of inadequacy that can overshadow your achievements and unique qualities. By letting go of this habit, you can free yourself to appreciate who you are and what you've accomplished. Learn to celebrate your individuality, recognizing that your worth isn't tied to someone else's journey but to your efforts and growth. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you unlock the ability to find genuine contentment. True happiness doesn't come from measuring your life against someone else's. It comes from acknowledging your progress, being proud of your resilience, and embracing the person you're becoming. By focusing on your growth and happiness, you'll discover a deeper sense of fulfillment that no comparison could ever provide. 2. Don't hurt others. Jealousy might seem like a deeply personal emotion, one that feels uniquely tied to our insecurities and fears, but there's an old saying that perfectly illustrates its dangers. Attempting to harm others is ultimately harming yourself. When you act out of jealousy, resentment, or a desire to hurt someone else, the impact is never one-sided. You risk damaging your relationships, your reputation, and most importantly, your inner peace. These emotions create a storm within you, a whirlwind of negativity that clouds your judgment and disrupts your mental and emotional balance. It's crucial to recognize that every individual has their worth, their journey, and their struggles. Life isn't a competition where one person's success diminishes another's value. When someone achieves something significant, whether it's a promotion, a milestone, or even a personal victory, jealousy may creep in. But rather than letting it consume you, try to shift your perspective. Celebrate their success. Sharing in someone else's joy doesn't just make you a better friend or companion. It also cultivates a sense of peace within you. It fosters a spirit of goodwill, strengthens bonds, and paves the way for authentic and enduring relationships. When you celebrate the victories of others, you send a powerful message that you are confident, secure, and mature. This shift in perspective doesn't mean ignoring your aspirations or desires. It means using the achievements of others as inspiration. Instead of feeling overshadowed, let their success motivate you to pursue your own goals with greater determination. Recognize that life is filled with opportunities to grow, and there's something valuable to learn from everyone. Adopting this mindset transforms jealousy into a tool for self-improvement, turning negative feelings into a catalyst for growth and success. In moments when others are struggling or in need, consider offering your help with a genuine and open heart. Helping others doesn't always require grand or extraordinary gestures. Often, it's the smallest acts of kindness, a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or even simply being present, that leave the most profound impact. These acts of care and empathy strengthen connections, build trust, and create a ripple effect of positivity that touches not just the lives of others, but your own as well. Living this way helps you avoid the toxic emotions of jealousy, anger, and resentment, which often weigh down the spirit and cloud the mind. It's not just about being kind for the sake of others. It's about creating a space within yourself that's free from negativity, a space where peace and positivity can flourish. People who live with authenticity, kindness, and a sincere heart attract the same energy in return. Their lives become filled with meaningful relationships, rewarding experiences, and a deep sense of fulfillment. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. It's worth remembering that the intention to harm others doesn't just hurt them, it backfires, leaving you feeling anxious, unsettled, and disconnected from your sense of balance. Acts of malice create a ripple of negativity that eventually makes its way back to you. In contrast, when you choose to live with integrity, treating others with kindness and sincerity, you create an environment of harmony not only for those around you but also for yourself. Ultimately, Choosing kindness is as much about self-preservation as it is about nurturing relationships. When you refrain from causing harm, you protect your inner peace, elevate your character, and set the stage for personal growth. A life built on goodwill, compassion, and generosity becomes a life filled with blessings. The more you approach the world with sincerity and kindness, the more goodness finds its way back to you. By living this way, you'll discover a deeper connection to life's true purpose: to love, to uplift, and to share joy with those around you. You'll feel the fulfillment that comes from enriching not just your life, but the lives of others. And as you walk this path, you'll find that the peace and harmony you bring to others will always return to you, multiplied. 3. Don't chase after meaningless or worthless gains. The truly wise understand that life's greatest rewards often come not from relentless pursuit but from thoughtful moderation. They recognize that chasing after wealth, power, or rewards for their own sake leads only to emptiness. Instead, they see the value in stepping back, reassessing, and sometimes accepting small losses in the present to achieve a greater, more profound gain in the future. When you center your life around material accumulation without purpose or personal fulfillment, it often leads to burnout and disillusionment. A life spent endlessly pursuing what is fleeting or shallow will never satisfy the deeper longings of the soul. True peace and stability arise when you live with integrity, prioritize what truly matters, and align your actions with a higher purpose. Those who embrace a spirit of generosity and gratitude find a richness in life that cannot be measured by possessions or status. They are content with what they have and make the time to cherish it, recognizing the blessings already present in their lives. This mindset does not just benefit others, it transforms the giver as well, creating a cycle of abundance and joy. To give from the heart is to embrace one of life's greatest truths. In giving, we receive. When you share your time, knowledge, or resources with sincerity and without expectation of return, you open yourself to life's most meaningful rewards. These gifts often come in forms far more valuable than anything money can buy: peace of mind, deep connections, and a sense of purpose that resonates in your soul. This principle extends beyond material generosity. Emotional and spiritual giving, offering compassion, understanding, and kindness, enriches not only the lives of others but also your own. Living with balance and self-respect, and choosing not to chase after what is transient or shallow, cultivates a sense of fulfillment that no amount of material wealth can replace. True happiness is found not in the endless pursuit of more but in the mindful appreciation of what you already have. By living a life centered on gratitude and giving, you unlock a deeper joy and stability that cannot be shaken. Life, in turn, often surprises you with blessings far greater than anything you could have imagined chasing. These are the treasures that build a life of enduring happiness, meaning, and peace. Third, 3 people not to associate with. 1. Don't associate with unhappy and selfish people. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your emotional, mental, and even physical well-being. Choosing to associate with unhappy and selfish individuals can be particularly harmful, as their behavior often fosters negativity and emotional exhaustion. These individuals tend to prioritize their own needs and desires above all else, disregarding the importance of genuine, reciprocal relationships. Selfish people are often incapable of providing the mutual respect, empathy, and care that is essential for meaningful connections. Instead, they focus on what they can extract from others, whether it's time, attention, or resources. When their interests are no longer served, they are quick to withdraw, leaving others feeling used, betrayed, and emotionally depleted. This lack of consideration creates fundamentally unstable relationships. Much like trying to build a house on quicksand, it's only a matter of time before everything collapses. One of the most harmful traits of selfish individuals is their tendency to manipulate situations for personal gain. They may use charm and pretense to establish trust, only to exploit that trust when it suits them. This kind of behavior not only damages relationships but also leaves you questioning the authenticity and intentions of those around you. Over time, the emotional toll of these interactions can erode your confidence and peace of mind. Additionally, relationships with selfish people often feel one-sided. You may find yourself giving endlessly, whether it's your time, effort, or emotional support, only to receive little or nothing in return. The imbalance becomes a constant drain on your energy, leaving you exhausted and disillusioned. Without empathy, which is the cornerstone of healthy, lasting relationships, these interactions lack depth and sincerity, creating a hollow, superficial connection. Even more troubling is the unpredictability and lack of loyalty often displayed by unhappy and selfish individuals. Their actions can create a persistent sense of instability, as you're never quite sure when they might betray your trust or turn against you. This constant vigilance can prevent you from forming deeper, more meaningful bonds with others. On the other hand, choosing to surround yourself with compassionate and empathetic individuals can have an incredibly uplifting and transformative effect. These are the people who value authentic connections, who listen without judgment, and who offer encouragement and support in times of need. With them, relationships are built on mutual care, respect, and a shared sense of purpose. Such positive associations not only nurture your emotional well-being but also inspire personal growth. When you align yourself with people who genuinely care for you, who share your values, and who celebrate your successes, you create an environment where happiness can thrive. These relationships provide a stable foundation, fostering trust, collaboration, and a deeper sense of belonging. Ultimately, the choice of whom you spend your time with shapes the direction of your life. By consciously distancing yourself from selfish and unhappy individuals, you free yourself from their negative influence and make space for connections that enrich your life. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you, and you'll find that your emotional resilience and overall happiness will flourish. Steering clear of those who drain your energy is not just an act of self-preservation. It's a step toward building the fulfilling, joyful life you deserve. Choose wisely, because the company you keep can either be a stepping stone to your personal growth or a stumbling block that holds you back. 2. Don't associate with people who think only of their benefits. Selfishness is one of the most harmful and corrosive traits a person can exhibit. Individuals who are focused solely on their interests often fail to recognize the efforts, sacrifices, and feelings of those around them. For them, every interaction or relationship is reduced to a calculation of personal gain, where their priorities are always paramount, and the well-being of others is merely an afterthought. This self-centered approach to life results in one-sided relationships that lack balance and mutual respect. Such individuals often exploit others for their benefit, disregarding the emotional or material toll they may inflict. Over time, these relationships become draining and unsustainable, leaving the person on the receiving end feeling used, unappreciated, and emotionally depleted. Selfish people can also be deeply manipulative. To serve their purposes, they might project an image of kindness, warmth, and reliability, carefully crafting a facade to gain your trust and loyalty. However, the moment circumstances change and their interests are at stake, they will not hesitate to betray even the closest of relationships. This betrayal often cuts deeper than expected, as it reveals a stark absence of genuine care, respect, or loyalty. Such experiences can leave emotional scars, making it difficult to trust others or build meaningful connections in the future. The pain of realizing that someone you invested your time, energy, and emotions into was only using you for their advantage can be profoundly disheartening. Being in a relationship with a selfish individual feels like being trapped in a cycle of giving without reciprocation. You might find yourself consistently offering your time, resources, and energy, only to receive little to nothing in return. They rarely acknowledge or value your contributions, leaving you feeling invisible and unworthy. Over time, this dynamic can erode your self-esteem and lead to feelings of frustration, resentment, and exhaustion. For your emotional and mental well-being, it's essential to recognize these patterns and distance yourself from people who consistently prioritize their benefits at the expense of others. True relationships are built on mutual respect, care, and understanding, not exploitation or selfishness. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Don't chase after meaningless or worthless gains. The wise understand that the pursuit of material wealth, status, or shallow accomplishments often leads to emptiness and dissatisfaction. They recognize that sometimes the best approach is to embrace a path of moderation and acceptance, even when it means making small sacrifices in the short term for greater, more meaningful gains in the long run. The pursuit of wealth solely for its own sake or the desire for rewards that lack real, lasting value tends to foster emptiness and disillusionment. Such pursuits can create an endless cycle of dissatisfaction, leaving one feeling unfulfilled, burnt out, and disconnected from a deeper sense of purpose. True peace and stability, on the other hand, are found in living with integrity and focusing on what truly matters: relationships, purpose, and the things that nourish the soul. Accumulating material possessions or chasing after achievements that hold no genuine emotional or spiritual value can lead to a constant state of restlessness and yearning for more. When life becomes centered around such pursuits, people often find themselves feeling disconnected, anxious, and unfulfilled, despite achieving their desired goals. Conversely, those who cultivate a mindset of generosity and contentment often experience a different outcome. They take the time to appreciate what they already have, living with gratitude rather than constantly seeking more. This is not simply about giving to others or seeking validation through external rewards, but about recognizing the abundance in one's life and expressing thankfulness for what is already present. The wisdom passed down from generations has often emphasized that the key to receiving is learning to give from the heart. When you give selflessly, whether it's your time, your knowledge, or your resources, you open the door to receiving life's deeper, more lasting rewards. These are not limited to material things but extend into emotional and spiritual realms, fostering connections and a sense of purpose that enriches life in profound ways. Living a life that is centered on balance, self-respect, and authenticity ensures you are not continuously chasing after fleeting or shallow goals. True happiness isn't found in the relentless pursuit of accumulation or status, but in embracing what you already have and offering it freely to others. When you live with gratitude and generosity, life often responds by providing what is truly valuable: relationships, peace of mind, and a sense of fulfillment that far surpasses anything material. These are the rewards that create a life of true happiness, stability, and deeper meaning. 4. Avoid associating with unhappy and selfish people. The company we keep has a profound impact on our emotional and mental well-being. Associating with unhappy, selfish individuals can be draining, as they tend to bring negativity, selfishness, and a lack of empathy into our lives. These people are often focused solely on their own needs and desires, disregarding the emotional value of genuine relationships. Being in the presence of selfish people is akin to trying to build a house on a shaky foundation. Sooner or later, it will crumble. Selfish individuals often lack an understanding of mutual respect and support in relationships. They view interactions primarily through the lens of what they can gain, disregarding the sacrifices and contributions of others. When their interests are no longer served, they tend to abandon relationships, leaving behind feelings of hurt and betrayal. Selfish people are known to manipulate situations for personal gain, often using charm and pretense to foster trust, only to betray that trust when it is convenient for them. These individuals tend to foster an imbalance in relationships. They take but rarely give, leaving those around them emotionally and mentally exhausted. Selfish people tend to lack empathy, one of the key components of healthy, lasting relationships. Without honesty, genuine care, and mutual understanding, relationships with these individuals remain hollow and unfulfilling. The energy spent on these one-sided relationships often drains us, making it difficult to cultivate deep, authentic connections and meaningful support systems. Associating with selfish people can lead to feelings of disillusionment, distrust, and isolation. The fear of betrayal always lingers in such relationships, as their actions reveal a lack of integrity and authenticity. Spending time with these individuals can hinder your ability to find genuine connection and support, leaving you emotionally drained and questioning the quality of your relationships. Ultimately, surrounding yourself with people who share empathy, respect, and a commitment to mutual growth will bring more peace and fulfillment. Cultivating relationships that are based on kindness, understanding, and generosity will not only nurture your emotional well-being but also create a life filled with deeper, more meaningful connections. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with compassionate and empathetic people can have a profoundly transformative impact on your life. These individuals are the ones who genuinely value meaningful connections and offer unwavering support, encouragement, and guidance as you strive for personal growth. When you nurture relationships with such people, you'll experience authenticity, sincerity, and mutual care, all of which foster emotional well-being and promote positive values. Choosing the right people to associate with is akin to making intentional decisions about the direction you want your life to take. When you make the conscious effort to spend time with those who resonate with your values, who genuinely care for you, and who actively support your personal development, you build a solid foundation for lasting happiness, peace, and fulfillment. It's essential to recognize and avoid associating with selfish and unhappy individuals who tend to drain your energy. These people act as obstacles, preventing you from reaching your full potential and creating a path toward your personal development. Instead, devote your time and energy to people who add value, kindness, and mutual respect to your life. When you cultivate relationships with compassionate individuals who uplift and support you, you'll find that their presence not only enhances your journey but also brings meaning and purpose to your life. Secondly, it's vital to steer clear of individuals who place their self-interest above all else. Selfishness is one of the most damaging qualities a person can exhibit, as it creates one-sided, exploitative relationships. People who are only concerned with their gains often disregard the needs, sacrifices, and well-being of others. They tend to measure every interaction in terms of what they can gain or lose, elevating their interests above the well-being of others, and often disregarding moral considerations. This mindset leads to relationships that are shallow, draining, and ultimately unfulfilling, where only one party benefits while the other is left feeling empty and neglected. Selfish individuals are often manipulative as well. They present themselves as friendly, kind, and trustworthy to win your trust, but when their interests are at stake, they are quick to betray relationships without hesitation. The pain from these betrayals stems from their lack of genuine care and loyalty. Such people often create emotional wounds that can be difficult to heal, leaving you questioning your worth and the authenticity of others' intentions. These relationships, marked by imbalance and exploitation, become exhausting, not just emotionally but also financially and physically. Without qualities like honesty, empathy, and integrity, meaningful, lasting connections simply cannot be formed. Selfish individuals often view others as stepping stones, not partners, and are willing to exploit or discard you whenever it benefits them. Over time, you'll find yourself drained and unappreciated, as they take while offering little or nothing in return. On the other hand, when you choose to surround yourself with people who embody compassion, empathy, and integrity, your life begins to transform in positive ways. These individuals offer unwavering support during challenging times, celebrate your successes, and encourage your growth. Their presence fosters positive values, helping you become the best version of yourself. Choosing who you associate with is a pivotal decision. It determines the direction your life takes. Prioritizing relationships with people who are trustworthy, empathetic, and supportive builds a strong foundation for lasting happiness and fulfillment. Invest your time and energy into nurturing relationships with individuals who add true value and kindness to your life, and you'll witness how these connections enhance your journey. Thirdly, avoid associating with untrustworthy people, as trust is one of the most fundamental and essential values in human relationships. As the saying goes, without trust, you live without truly knowing. Untrustworthy people not only fail to earn others' trust but also gradually erode their integrity and self-worth. Relationships, whether personal, professional, or social, are built on trust. Without it, these connections become fragile and unreliable. When someone is untrustworthy, they undermine the very foundation upon which relationships are built. No matter how close you may feel to them, if they lack trustworthiness, they will ultimately treat you as a mere tool to serve their advantage. Untrustworthy individuals are often willing to break promises and abandon their principles when they serve their immediate needs. They view their words as temporary instruments to manipulate trust from others, only to discard those relationships when they no longer benefit them. This behavior not only damages relationships but also inflicts emotional harm and deep feelings of betrayal when the truth eventually comes to light. Associating with untrustworthy people is not only a waste of time but can have serious consequences in every area of life. Trusting them leads to disappointment, hurt, and instability. In professional settings, they may sabotage your plans or reputation. In personal relationships, betrayal and emotional loss become common occurrences, leaving you questioning the authenticity of others' intentions. On the other hand, trustworthy individuals are the ones who build lasting, meaningful relationships. They keep their promises, stand by their word, and operate with integrity. Trustworthy people understand that consistency in both their words and actions is essential to maintaining long-term trust. They value relationships deeply and approach life with a sense of reliability that makes them dependable friends and allies. At the core of maintaining personal dignity and character is the ability to follow through on commitments. When you speak, your word should reflect your values, and when you make a promise, you should honor it. Trust isn't just a personal moral standard. It's the foundation of all meaningful relationships. Associating with untrustworthy people only leads to emotional fatigue, disappointment, and a loss of confidence in others. It's essential to choose your associations carefully. Surround yourself with people who keep their promises, value emotional connections, and understand the importance of trust. As the saying goes, trust is worth more than gold. True, trustworthy relationships are priceless, and they deserve to be nurtured, honored, and cherished. Thank you for joining us on this journey of learning and reflection. We've explored ideas about personal growth, faith, resilience, relationships, and making a positive impact in our lives and communities. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far from this message? Please share one thing you've learned and will bring into practice in your life in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us create more meaningful content for you. Stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next video.